and radiate the eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you. Sadashivasamarambam Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's subject is unrevealed miracles of mystics. Whoever reveals the unrevealed is incarnation. Unrevealed should not just disappear without being revealed to the world. With this tremendous compassion and love, the human consciousness should experience the unrevealed superconsciousness. With this vision, beings who reveal the superconsciousness to the human consciousness are only called incarnations. And some of the miracles they have performed. I'll try to express few words. Please understand. I'll give you a simple example, kind of a diagram. I'll just try to explain with an example. This is sun, and you are like a mirror. Your body is like a mirror. Sun rays fall in the mirror and reflection is created. That light falls on something, this reflection's light. This is what is world. The sun is superconsciousness. The reflection in the mirror is the I, the individual self which you feel. And this mirror is the body, is the world. Now, all your suffering is because of this reflection. When it falls on the world, it chooses some part and rejects some part. It just does not look up to its source. It starts losing itself in what is being seen and starts liking, taking up something, starts rejecting, frightened about something. Please understand. Complete secret of death can be experienced with this. I'll tell you with this understanding how the mystics perform miracles. here there is something in the world which is understood by this reflection, which this reflection starts liking. There is something which this reflection starts hating. Whenever something is liked by this reflection, because this reflection is the reflection of consciousness, it does not keep quiet, it changes the very form of the mirror, body itself. Please understand. If you are continuously fantasizing about food, the very quality of your body changes. If you are continuously fantasizing about music, the very quality of your body changes. If you are continuously fantasizing about sex, the very quality of your body changes. The reflection not just keeps quiet, it works on the body and changes the very quality of the body. The reflection, instead of looking at the things on which it is reflecting, if it looks back from where he is reflecting, that is sadhana and enlightenment. If he is looking only on the things on which he is reflecting, that is what we call the ordinary mundane life of fear and greed and this. Not knowing what to do with the life. Yesterday one devotee told me in the energy session, Swamiji, I don't know what to do with my life. Oh God. I really felt. No, I felt her suffering. I felt her pain. And of course, at least she is fortunate she is here. In few days, the clarity is going to happen. The transformation is going to happen. And naturally, she will know what is and what she wants to and what should be, all that. But how many billions of people in the planet Earth are there having life and not knowing what to do with the life? Oh God, I can. Having life but not knowing there is so much of plus and minus. You do not know what you really want. Too much choice without having the choiceless awareness. Please understand. If I am asked to kill any one negative energy in the planet Earth, the first thing I will pick up is having too much of choice without choiceless awareness. That is the worst state to be in. The choiceless awareness. Please understand. With choiceless awareness, if you have too much of choices, you will just know you can enjoy everything. That makes you multidimensional. Without choiceless awareness, too much of choice just makes you depressed and you do not know what to do with the life. Please understand. Each ray comes out of reflection, works through one of your nadi. One of your nadi. You have 72,000 minor nadis, 24 major nadis, one central nadi. These are some of the revelations from the mystics, but I do not have any scientific reference or any scientific proof for it. It's the experience of Siddhas. Please understand, each attraction, for example, you are attracted to certain food. So one of your nadi will be engaged, means that reflection will use that particular nadi to retain the memory about that food and craving about the food and the necessity for that food and the satisfaction which you enjoy when you have that food. That whole file will be in that one nadi. If you are afraid of something, one nadi will be used to keep the file about that fear and that object. If you are using too many nadis, you are caught in what you are seeing. If you are retrieving yourself, if you are turning yourself towards from where you are reflected, not on which you are reflecting. Please understand. On which you are reflecting is worldly life, from where you are reflecting is spiritual life. If your life is flowing towards on which you are reflecting, it is worldly life. Pravritti, in Sanskrit we call. If your life is reflecting on from where you are reflecting, it is called nivritti, an enlightenment life. So too many nadis engaged on what is being seen without having the center of what is seen is what I call without having choiceless awareness, having too much of choice. Modern day kids, one of the major disease modern day kids are suffering is this disease. This is responsible for drugs, teenage suicide, and heavy depression youth face in the modern age. Please understand, one of the worst thing I found in the modern age youth is they lose the innocence of childhood, the joy of being a youth very young, very quickly. Because too much of choices are put in front of them without having the choiceless awareness. I can tell you, it's almost like 100 varieties of food which you really love are put inside in front of you, and just your tongue is cut off. Exactly the same thing. I tell you, if you are living with too much of choice, without choiceless awareness, you are ghost. You are not a being. You are ghost. You need to be afraid of you, not about anybody else. You don't need anybody to destroy your life. You are enough. You are enough unto yourself. One of the major suffering modern day youth is facing, understand, I am giving this message to modern day youth from all over the world, especially Indian kids. Indian kids are losing their roots. In US they have a word, American born confused desis, for the NRI kids. ABCD, American born confused desis. Not only NRI kids, even in India, RNI kids, I am talking about RNI kids, the tremendous depression and cluelessness about the life and chaos they are going through. Understand, just if the reflection is towards on which he is reflected, what is going to happen? Naturally, the mirror is going to get tired, filled with dust, disturbed, and any moment I am warning, giving a strong spiritual warning to Indian youth. Please understand, getting back to the Vedic lifestyle is not an option for you. Now it is a medicine for you. Now the only remedy the Indian youth has is getting back to the Vedic tradition. Vedic understanding about life. I am not saying drop your jeans and iPad and iPod and cell phone and no. But I am saying the culture put into your head along with those instruments. Those instruments are poor, innocent. But the idea to live with too much of choices without choiceless awareness is the dangerous idea. That is what is dangerous idea. In the 72,000 nadis, if at least 10,000 is centered towards from where you are reflecting, all other 62,000 is reflecting on which you are reflecting, you will be balanced. All I am asking is just to dedicate 10,000. Means maybe 1 hour or 2 hours of your life being centered on the higher ideals. Your actions and thinking at least 1 hour or 2 hours being centered on the source from which you are reflecting. That's all I am asking, nothing else. Or just perish, nothing else. And Indian youth is the largest number of youth in the world. India is the youngest country in the world. If you guys are not going to survive, it is danger for the planet Earth. That is why I assumed the body of Indian youth, because I am going to work on them. They are my first priority. They are my first priority. The planet Earth needs to be saved. If it has to be saved, it can be saved only by Indian youth. Too much choice without choiceless awareness is the greatest danger we are facing. And I just wanted to give you the deeper mysteries of this Nadi science which I explained now. I think all of you are able to catch the basics of what I am saying. Your body is the mirror. The superconsciousness is the sun that is reflecting on you. The reflection which is felt in your body is the individual self. That reflection's reflection, whatever you are seeing is the world. In that reflection, some part which you are seeing you like, some you don't like. And through 72,000 ray line, you see this. In that 72,000, all 72,000 is spent on what is seen without being the source of seeing, the superconsciousness. You are in depression, essence. That's the essence. If you just, in that 62,000, if you just divert 10,000 up from where you are reflecting, you will have a complete balance. If you divert 50% towards where you are reflecting, you will be already living in a Jivan Mukta life. You don't need to divert more than 50%. That's enough. The remaining 50%, have a playful on what you are seeing. On just have a little joyful fear and joyful greed and playful worry. You can have all that. You can have all that and play with all of them. Nothing wrong. It's great. But a little bit of centering on the choiceless awareness. At least 10,000 nadis in the 72,000 being centered on from where you are reflecting is essential. That is essence of life and essential in life. If that centering on what is from where you are reflected is established, physically you will express miracles. Understand? Physically you will express miracles. Just yesterday night, after the darshan, I took the batch of these mediums to our Akada. Akada is the place where we have our gym. all the fellows who sat as medium, they lifted at least 2 to 3 times of their own weight. That much weight they lifted. Please understand, lifting 3 times of your weight is not a joke. Normally, they can't even lift their weight or equivalent to their weight. If somebody is 50 kg, they lifting 50 kg is not a joke. Took them to the Akada, just awaken the Kundalini at least twice. Some people up to thrice. Wait, just like that they lifted. Nothing else. And after that they were saying, we don't even know that we lifted so much weight, it feels like a zero weight. When the Kundalini is awakened, more than 10,000 nadi of you is centered on what is seen. Please understand. It is centered on it is not what is seen. It is centered on from where you are reflected to superconsciousness. In Siddha tradition there is a sutra. When the Kundalini is awakened, if you can lift equivalent to your body weight, it's called bala. One bala, if you have one nadi, the left or right will be perfect. If you are able to lift twice your weight, when that awakening happens, I am not talking about normal weightlifting practice and training, no. When that experience happens, when that levitation happens, when that awakening happens, if you are able to lift twice your weight, it's called two bala. The Pingala and Idagala, both will be active, alive. If you are able to 3 times lift thrice your weight, then all 3 nadis will be alive. Means at least 10,000 of your nadis among the 72,000 is centered towards the source from where you are reflecting, means superconsciousness. Physically they showed yesterday the power of Kundalini. When the Kundalini awakens, one of our brahmacharini she's 50, she lifted 120 kg. She's only 50 kg weight. She just lifted 120 kg. And there are some more who lifted 140. Just twice or thrice of their weight. Just the power of Kundalini Shakti. Ordinarily they can't lift more than 20 or 30 kg. Just like, not only they lifted, they were actually coming forward. They said, no, Swamiji, we will lift thrice our weight. I said, relax, not in the same day. You guys may get enlightened too soon. Let's do it properly so that your body is also ready. Physically showing the power of the nadi. Power of the nadi. I can even show with you guys, even with participants. Normally maximum how much you are able to lift. And just when that levitation happens, when that energy explosion happens, how much you are able to lift. It will be at least 3 times more. And you will not have any pain, any damage. I am responsible. I am telling you. But don't do it on your own. Do in controlled condition with the proper support and help. So these all practices should not be done on your own. It should be done directly under the guidance of the master. Because only then I will know whether it is Kundalini awakening or your own some hallucination. One part of you being centered on the source from which you are reflecting is the essential teaching which I am trying to transmit in today's satsang. That's what I am trying to transmit in today's satsang. Actually, in that 72,000, if less number of nadis, see, I can give you the example, like from the reflection, how many rays are flowing? That rays can be considered as the nadis. 72,000 rays are flowing. In that 72,000, if less are flowing outward, you can change your body any time easily. the reflection can change the mirror. Enough. This mirror is too tired, too old. Come on, let's go to the next mirror. Because from the reflection, not much to be identified. Go to the next mirror. That's all. Understand? I can just make time out of consciousness. Because I am completely free from on which I am reflecting. All my 72,000 nadis are centered on, from which I am reflecting, not on which I am reflecting. I'll talk on deeper lines of how retrieving the nadi flow from on which you reflected to from which you reflect, and the benefits of it. How you can heal your body, change your body, play with your body, and enjoy being in the body. On next sessions, let you all achieve, experience, live, express, and radiate the eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you. Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. As you are all aware, I am continuing on Siddha tradition. Today's subject for morning satsang is Greatest Truth Revealed Became an Avatar. I want all of you to know an important truth of man becoming an incarnation in that very body except Siddha tradition. All traditions talk only about becoming enlightened. You will be liberated, Jivan Mukta. But Siddha tradition is the only tradition which has studied, mastered the science of making your body capable of radiating that intense experience after becoming enlightened. Becoming incarnation, becoming an avatar, incarnation. The science is experienced and expressed only in Siddha tradition. No other tradition has done so much research on body, please understand, on the physical, mental, emotional dimensions you need to have to be an incarnation. Almost all spiritual tradition stops with awakening the non-mechanical parts of your brain. That's all. They stop with it. Siddha tradition is the first science spiritual science which has dived deep into the realms of awakening the deeper strands of your very DNA. Making new man is possible only through Siddha tradition. Of course, Siddha tradition is not separate from Vedic tradition. I can say a small secret mystical group which was doing higher parts of research and development in Vedic tradition can be called as Siddha tradition. Nobody has done so much work, so much of research and development. Nobody has revealed so much in the line of awakening the deeper strands of your DNA. Siddha tradition works with such powerful process. Straight away, they work with death to awaken your deeper strands of DNA. Please understand, death is not actually, as you think, something negative. Every death can be used to awaken deeper strands of DNA. Please understand. At the time you are disillusioned about the stability of the society, your third level DNA strand can be awakened, because disillusionment about the society creates a deep insecurity in you, and when you face that insecurity, next level of DNA, the very physical structure, physical ability gets awakened in you. I can tell you really, when you face a deep insecurity with the society, either you can build completely new muscles and new body, or completely get broken, go to pieces. You have two choices. Because when the insecurity is attacked, when the insecurity is awakened in you, if you just go into the death of moment to moment to moment, you will start living more into the conscious state. Living more into the conscious state will awaken the deeper strands of DNA. Third and fourth. Same way, if you have a broken heart, if there is a problem you are facing in your life because of some broken relationship, yesterday 2-3 people were telling me, asking me for healing, that they have a broken relationship, their relationship is broken. Please understand, go into that consciously. It will be awakened in you. You will start living intensely, blissfully with your own body, without the need of other body. The possibility for achieving brahmacharya happens in you when the relationships are broken. Breaking the relationship, being broken, is the death. Brahmacharya happening is new birth. So every major incident in your life, every death in your life can be used to awaken the deeper level strands of DNA. Siddhas have used this science. Consciously they will put people into the death experience and awaken the deeper strands of DNA and bring them back. They even use sometimes herbs. See, Siddhas use 3 things. Mani, mantra, aushadha. Mani means the truths. Mantra means the technique. Aushadha means herbs, medicines. Awaken the deeper strands of DNA and bring him back. Science of becoming an incarnation is expressed in such a detailed way in the Siddha tradition. I tell you, every suffering imposed on you, I am not saying just die with the suffering. No. Live with the suffering. Live it. suddenly you will see deeper strands of DNA starts getting awakened in you. Please understand, I am not saying you will just become emotionally strong. No. Your very body to hold the consciousness will become great and big. Your very system, which has an intense ability, capacity to radiate, will become big. Today we will work on death. Of course, not with medicines. Today we will work on death, but not with medicines, but just with understanding and technique. I can tell you from my own life how each death happened in my life has made me an incarnation. Or I can say, awakened the deeper strands of DNA. The first death I faced in my life, my father's elder brother's son, elder son, he died. He fell into the village well. He went for a vacation to one of his relatives' house. You all know in Indian villages, if the school holiday, immediately we'll pack and go to some aunt's house, uncle's house, 2-3 days run around there and come back. It's a only way of vacation. He went to a vacation nearby village. My family is a tight-knit family. They don't marry outside the, not even outside community, not even outside the family. They'll marry inside. If you pick up one person, he will have 10 way of relationship with other persons. So, this boy used to be dumb and deaf little. So, he can't speak fluently. He went for vacation and the villages will have a wall, the well without wall. So this guy was running around and fell into that well and died, unfortunately. So when his body was brought, first time, it's reality for me, somebody whom you saw till few days before will not be there with you anymore. I can say in a way he was my first devotee. He used to have a great devotion for me. He is the one who will bring water, flowers, everything for my puja. He had a tremendous love and respect for me. Even though I am younger, to him, he will bring all the things necessary for my puja, help me in puja, assist me. Very religious person. And I used to give him a lot of attention. I am the only person who can play with him or who can entertain him. You see, in all other play, you need to talk, you need to interact, you need to be equal. But my play is sitting with the deities and playing, doing puja. There you don't need to talk much. And only I will be able to accommodate him in my play. Nobody can accommodate. So I used to have a tremendous love for me and my first assistant, maybe I can say. And a great devotee. Suddenly, he is not there. Apart from my practical problems of who will assist me in my puja and all that, who will fetch me water, who will get me flowers, who will get me sandal paste, then with that only you can do puja. I was thinking, who will do shock? The basic understanding that death is inevitable. Society will not be a permanent help. That reality was completely experienced by me. I can say, surely it has awakened a very deep, next level strands of DNA in my body. So, independence. I can say, this was one strong shift in my body. My body has started becoming yogic body. See, my whole idea of depending on somebody was lost. I have to be completely dependent only on the 6 feet frame for anything I have to do. And he was one more close disciple of Raghupati Yogi. Raghupati Yogi was actually working on him to make him speak. I have seen Raghupati Yogi actually made him speak at least on 3 occasions very fluently. But that boy finally asked Raghupati Yogi, no, I think I'll be better if I just live the same way I came, so that I will not have much responsibility in the world. Again, the conscious decision. I have seen Raghupati Yogi made him speak at least on 3 occasions, very fluently. He gave some herbs and asked him to keep on the last part of the teeth and hold. And he started speaking fluently. That funny thing is, holding his teeth, he was speaking fluently. That's the most funny thing. Still I remember, the jaws are completely holding the herb, but he is speaking. He is able to create the sounds very properly, very clearly. That was the most funny part. Still I am not able to understand how Raghupati Yogi made it. Anyhow, the first death, that is responsible for my body becoming yogic body. So God, because He used to bring me the Nagalinga flowers, which will grow, the flowers will happen in the tree at least some 6-7 feet high. He is little taller than me, he will climb that tree and get that flower. The flower will be like a 1,000 hooded snake, and inside there will be Shivalinga. It's called Nagalinga flower. So he used to climb the tree and bring the flower. First time I realized, oh God, now I have to climb by myself. Even though Raghupati Yogi has trained me, climbing pillars and all that, the necessity to become an independent yogic body has happened in me with that first death. The second death was my grandmother's, my grandfather's elder brother's wife. She lived the ripe age of more than 103. And till the end, very healthy. The funny part in this, I never understood you can think something and talk something else. First time I realized during my grandmother's death how people behaved. I saw before she died, it was late night. She had some problem. She need to have injection. Some injection. So the doctor was called. The doctor came and checked everything and he said injection has to be given. Then that old lady said, go and bring from your house. An opposite house. This doctor said, you only used to tell water, needle and fire cannot be brought outside the house. After the sunset, how can I bring? That old lady could say neither say yes nor say no. I thought, oh God, I thought the pain or the suffering will come immediately. The moment you say, she has died, but these guys all went and did all, removed their makeup and they all opened their hair, almost preparation for the whole scene. And I remember some of the ladies, they wiped all the powder, and I know all these fellows are trying to fake that crying. I slowly started laughing. Oh God. I'm a small boy, 10-year-old boy maybe. I went and leaned on my mother's back. Still I remember very clearly. Hide the face. No, I saw the whole fun happening. And I was actually leaning on my mother's back. She was doing that same exercise of up and down. Now I remember leaning on her. These guys were not crying earlier, now they are crying. How can this sudden? And not only that, after a few minutes they settle down, and only when the new relative comes, again the bust. And that guy also will sit in that circle and he will say, okay, what to do? After all, she lived her life completely. And then after 2 minutes, he will wipe the face and then ask, so everything, what else is going on? What is growing in the land, in that farmland? Is all the properties in our name or shifted to somebody else's name? They'll start inquiring. And after dropping that body, after 1 hour I saw all these fellows got into our room and locked themselves. And I also somehow sneaked into the room. I saw they are sharing the wealth under our bed. Now the fight started among the family. Who will get that? She had a pavala mala, the pearl mala. Who will get that mala? Who will get this coin? Who will get that jewelry? Who will get this jewelry? And they are cutting all that mala and jewels into pieces and weighing. And dead body is lying down in the hall, but already the sharing has started. When I looked at all that, I thought, oh God, this lady had so much under her cot and she will never give a penny for the tobacco. First thing I thought, if she would have given a little bit of this, I would have given it to the chettiar, and whole life she would have had tobacco and I would have had candy. And neither she enjoyed nor she gave me, and she just left the whole thing and died. Then I suddenly realized, even these fellows who are fighting and sharing, they are also going to live and die like this. Same thing is going to happen. They take from her after her death. Somebody else is going to take from these guys after this guy's death. I thought, oh God, that's right. So, what is the use of this whole thing? Then what is happening in this whole thing? Just somebody steals from somebody, legally or illegally. But it is all just stealing. If you are caught, it's illegal. If you are not, it is legal. That's all. Otherwise, from here to there, it's all just stolen. Nothing else. First time, my idea about society crumbled down. Because one of my uncle was forcing me. I cry. I said, no, I don't feel like crying. He said, no, everybody is coming, cry. I said, no, I won't. Then he slapped me. I just held his hand and said, if you touch me once more, I'll tell everybody what all you guys did in the room. Fighting for our jewels. Then my father intervened and said, this fellow will really tell. Why are you playing with him? Why are you beating him at this moment? He will really sit outside and tell everybody before they come inside. Then they understood the danger. They put me in a room and locked me. They locked that room. I was inside that room. I can say, I cried for maybe half an hour or 1 hour. Then when I just fell, it was a big opening, a kind of a breaking. My whole being settled. My respect for society has disappeared. Awakening of the deeper strands of DNA. This death has made Vedic mind happen in me. The first death has made yogic body happen in me. This death has made Vedic mind happen in me. I have to be independent mentally. There is no such thing as straightforwardness, honesty, innocence, thinking and talking it as it is. That was the first revelation for me. It was a strong revelation because I always thought thinking and talking is one and the same. I was feeling sad only for my candy. So I was telling that same thing to everybody. There is no hide and seek or double things. First time I realized people can think something else and speak something else. It was such a big revelation for me. So the next strand of DNA was awakened in me, in my system. I realized I should have the Vedic mind, means independent mind, untouched. I can say that Vedic mind happened in me on that day. Means keeping myself away from society. I have a space inside which is completely untouched by all circumstances outside. And I don't have the desire to go here, there or anything, to see anything. Just because I don't have desire to see anything, thousands to come to see me. Understand? When that desire has disappeared, I have become worthy of being seen by people, or people naturally have the interest to see me. So I don't go out to see anything. Actually, I have nothing to enjoy in the life. Maybe if I enjoy something in the life, when I see the devotion in the eyes of the disciples when they see me, that scene I enjoy, that's all. That I don't need to go anywhere. Wherever I sit, I have that scene only in front of me all the time. Millions sitting continuously in complete melting mood. So this is the only scene. If at all I enjoy, I enjoy. सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's subject for satsang: secrets of superconsciousness. Secrets to superconsciousness. There was a great master, Manikavasagar in Tamil Nadu, an enlightened master, great devotee of Shiva. He composed a set of poems called Tiruvasagam. There is a proverb, if somebody can't melt for those words, he can't be melted by anything. He can't be melted by anything. A heart-pouring experience of his interactions with Shiva and encounters with Shiva. People asked him, please give us the meaning of those verses. He sang in poetry form, in different meters. They asked him, please give us translation. We need to understand. We need to understand the secrets of your superconsciousness so that we can use that as a secrets to our superconsciousness. To understand. We need to understand the secrets of your superconsciousness so that we can use that as a secrets to our superconsciousness. He went to the temple, showed the deity that this is the meaning, and went inside and disappeared into the deity. Understand? Literally disappeared into the deity. He said, this is the meaning. There are some secrets can't be revealed. Words are too poor. It just only can be experienced. Maybe the secrets to consciousness, secrets to superconsciousness, secrets of my superconsciousness is the way for your superconsciousness. Whatever secrets I reveal about my superconsciousness, you can use that as a way to your superconsciousness, because both are one and the same. That is why Krishna says to Arjuna, knowing about my births and my qualities, my gunas, let you be liberated. I want to tell all the newcomers, participants of IA, you may be wondering, what is going on? Where have I landed? I thought this is a place where I will get the superconscious experience, but I see every morning all people are sitting around him and worshipping him as God. I want you to know, they are not worshipping me as God, they are worshipping me as an embodiment of all possible gods and goddesses. That is a mantra they are reciting. If I have to translate that words to you, Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya means all gods and goddesses. O embodiment of all gods and goddesses, we offer ourselves to you. You may be wondering, where have I landed? Please understand, neither I am enjoying, nor I am encouraging, or I am rejecting what they are doing. What they are doing is a technique for themselves. I am just as witness. Like a sun is a witness, all grahas move around him. How many grahas move around him? He is there, centered as witness. By knowing the nature of my superconsciousness, they experience their superconsciousness. That is what is exactly happening. That is why this worship, these offerings. Krishna says very clearly, knowing the quality of my inner space, let you be liberated. You will be liberated. So knowing the secrets of my superconsciousness is not like knowing my glory. No, you can never know. It is only a method to liberate yourself. Method to liberate yourself. Technique to liberate yourself. Unfortunately, the secrets to superconsciousness can't be revealed much by the words, maybe. It can be revealed through the presence or the Upanishad. Words are too poor and too small. There is a story. The Ganges was caught in the Shiva's head. People wanted water in the planet Earth. They requested him. Shiva just removed one hair. In that gap, the water came out, fell on the planet Earth. Is all the rivers and the oceans and underground water. That is the water available in planet Earth. One hair fills more than 70% of the planet Earth space. What will happen if he removes second hair? Sometimes the secrets are better to be kept as secrets. Not just because it has to be kept as secret. By its very nature, it cannot be verbalized, revealed. It cannot be understood. So, by its own innate nature, it is secret. Because it leads you to the superconsciousness. Any technique which gives you the experience of cosmos, consciousness, more than body, it is secret technique because it leads you to superconsciousness. Anybody who leads you to the superconscious experience or out of body experience is a secret being in your life because he leads you to superconsciousness. Krishna says in Gita, Raja Vidya Raja Guhyam. The greatest knowledge is the greatest secret. It is not kept as secret because it should not be told. It is kept as secret because it will not be understood. A normal man, new person who comes inside this hall now, he can't understand what is going on here. Young man sitting somewhere is just moving his hand. And people are rolling on the ground. They are not hypnotized. Please understand. They are completely balanced. They know what is happening now. They can repeat verbatim what I am talking. They know completely what is happening around them. See, not a single person is disturbing their Guru Puja set. All of them can easily put thread into needle. Means they can do any mild, minute actions. It's not that they are out of control. No. Feeling more than the body and being centered. Same way they can sit like a statue for hours without moving the body. They can allow it to flow with energy, or they can completely make it like statue. It is their conscious will. But something extraordinary is happening inside everybody through the presence. Many people ask me, especially after attending the energy darshan, why is this not shown to the world? Why is this not told to the world? Yesterday, somebody asked me, I want to experience God, I want to hold Him. I said, come on, how much you can hold, I'll pour Him on you. I went on and on and on, he was not able to. Then finally he said, enough, enough, enough. I said, come on, now you can go. You read all these only in the fairy tales. You go and ask somebody, please give me the experience of God. And he just stretches his hand and you experience. You say, enough, enough, enough. Only then he lets you go. You read in the story of Ramakrishna. Vivekananda goes to Ramakrishna and asks, have you seen God? Ramakrishna says, not only I have seen, I can show you. He just touches Vivekananda. Vivekananda is reeling, nursery of new humanity. Why is it not being told to the world? It is not that we keep it as secret because it should not be told. It can't be understood. How will you understand just this phenomena? What will you understand? That is why yesterday I said the word medium is too poor. They are not mediums. They are Divya Sariris. The difference between medium and Divya Sariri is, these people every time they sit as a Divya Sariri, they go through this experience, they become more aware, more intelligent, more blissful. But the mediums, every time they go through that, they become more sober, more dull, more dead, more submissive. Surrender is not submission. Surrender means expressing your will 100% and dedicating your will to the higher will. Making your will in tune with the higher will. Submission means destroying your will, bending your will. That's a big difference. You can see in yourself, morning, if you are feeling fresh, alive, things are more green, more living, more life, no tiredness, no feeling that you have not slept. You had the conscious transmission, glimpse of superconsciousness. There are many secrets of superconsciousness, can't be spoken, but can be revealed. Maybe one strong Upanishad for all of you. Upanishad means just sitting with the intense presence so that you are ready for today's session. So today and tomorrow evening, I'll work on awakening the non-mechanical parts of the brain. From day after tomorrow morning, awakening different strands of DNA. Now just sit. If you feel, you can sit with open eyes or closed eyes. But I am revealing the secrets of consciousness which can't be spoken. Which can be spoken, I have spoken in last 8,000 hours. Which can't be spoken, I'll reveal it. I bless all the devotees and disciples who are sitting around the world, watching this in satsang message live. Even you all will experience this revelation, the secrets of superconsciousness. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, and radiate the eternal bliss, Nityananda.
All that I taste, all that I smell, I offer to you, Swami Nityananda. All that I see, all that I hear, I offer to you, Swami Nityananda. Like this dance, and this song, and this joy, I surrender to you. All that I feel, all that I am, I offer to you, Swami Nityananda. Garam, Karunavataram, Samsara Saram, Bhujagindaharam, Sada Vasantam, Hridayarvinde, Bhavam Bhavani, Sahitam Namami. All of my dreams,
Sada Shiva Samarambha Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's subject for satsang is God consciousness. States of consciousness, different states of consciousness. Last few days we studied different states of consciousness and the states which need to be entertained and encouraged, the stages which need to be discouraged and reduced, the stages which you need to just ignore, neither encourage nor discourage, just ignore. These are the few things we studied. Today, we will go into the depth of the last stages, you can say, highest possibilities. The conscious waking, conscious dreaming, conscious sleeping, conscious awareness, conscious consciousness. The last column, and same below, the last column, waking consciousness, dreaming consciousness, sleeping consciousness, awareness consciousness, consciousness consciousness. Please understand, These 5 states overlap each other. It creates 25 states. In the 25, the last column, the consciousness and consciousness overlapping. Except that everything is experienced by normal human beings. Maybe I'll explain in a detailed way so it will be useful for all of you. Understand? Waking, dreaming, sleeping, awareness, consciousness. Waking, dreaming, sleeping, awareness, consciousness. When they overlap each other, waking, dreaming, sleeping, awareness, conscious, waking, dreaming, in which many of you are now. Dreaming, sleeping, dreaming. If you are new, just today, attending this satsang, I really sincerely recommend you watch last 1 week satsangs uploaded in YouTube. You have complete technical knowledge on each state. I have described very clearly about each state. These are the 25 states. All these red line states should be discouraged. All the green line stages should be encouraged. But that's another important thing. All the blue line, which I'm lining now, are not experienced normally before enlightenment. This. All this red line should be discouraged. The green line should be encouraged. But only these 16 are experienced by human body. This 5 plus 4, these 9 states are experienced only by an enlightened body. That's what I call God consciousness. If you just have an understanding, insight about these 9 states, 2 things can be done. 1, you will be able to identify right master. This is the, if you understand these states, this is the scale. This can't be fake. Unfakeable states. Anything can be fake except these states. 9 states. All these 9 are unfakeable states. Understanding about these states will give you a very clear understanding about finding a right master. Secondly, falling in tune with him. Third thing, you will be able to measure the experiences happens in your space if you have understanding about these 9 states. Because all the experiences happening in your space should be helping you to experience these 9 states. Unless these 9 states are exactly felt, the experiences you are having may be psychic or psychological. It is not spiritual. To scale and measure, master, to scale and measure your own spiritual growth, these 9 states, understanding about these 9 states is important. Conscious waking. No thought. This is the exact state people experience when they sit as a Divyasari medium around me during energization. They are conscious, but whatever is seen in the waking state is seen by them. Even though they are in the physical part, but whatever is seen by the world, by you all, is also seen by them. They are not lost control. That is why whenever their body rolls on the ground and they appear, people who see, for them it feels like they lost control on themselves. I tell the divisaries, the mediums, to put thread in the grid. You will see without threading, just like that they will put it. It means they are not lost control. Completely, things are under their control. This is conscious waking state. Conscious dreaming, in that same state, any idea passes by in their inner space. Conscious dreaming, conscious sleeping. When an enlightened being rests his body, it is called conscious sleeping. When an enlightened being is putting his attention on something, conscious awareness, an enlightened being is in samadhi with himself. It's called consciousness. Understand? These 9 states here, waking consciousness, again, when you are completely established in enlightenment, when your body becomes completely right, that's what I call an incarnation body, where all 12 strands of DNA is awakened. Then, whether you are waking, dreaming, sleeping, or awareness, or consciousness, whatever you will be doing, you will be radiating God. I can say, this is all the things happening during the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. This whole thing happening during Sahaja Samadhi. This is Sahaja Samadhi, this is Nirvikalpa Samadhi. I am just giving you the basic technical understanding. It is going above your head, don't worry. Especially inner participants. This is just menu card. You are going to eat. So, you don't need to bother too much about menu card. Actually, when you go to a new country and see menu card, you don't pick up based on the taste, because you never tasted any food. You just pick up based on the name. Or some way understanding, idea, or how visually it is presented. That is the way you pick up. That is why, you see, now again you have the same problem. You know all these states. But now it's just a menu card. How will you pick up? You have some vague idea. That's why I'm giving a little technical idea, how it may feel like. And visually it need to be presented. That is why it is presented visually. So that we can pick up the state. Understand? It's a menu card. Just in the enlightened state, a different phases you go through. Now, all you need to know is simple technical understanding. Maybe in the sessions, I'll give you more deeper understanding, techniques, and method to experience, of course, experience itself. So here, I'm introducing, please understand, this 4 level, this 16 state is experienced by human beings. In that 16, this 6 should be avoided, this 9 should be encouraged, and the other 9 is never experienced by human beings. It is just to give you an understanding. It's like this 9 states understanding will clear a lot of your doubts. When you have a spiritual experience, how to find out whether it is spiritual or just psychological? When you are with a master, how to find out he is a completely enlightened being or he has only one or two powers? These major doubts can be clarified when you understand these states of consciousness, because it's a very important thing when you choose your master. Once you choose, no question of looking back. But far choosing. This will really help you. When you have any energy experience, that night, if you had complete conscious sleep means next day morning, you will not feel tired, you wouldn't have dreamed, you wouldn't have slept. You will remember only you have been completely aware. You are completely aware, but there was no thoughts, no dreams, and morning, no tiredness. You are fresh and alive. This is what I call sleeping consciousness. If you experience this state, then you can be sure you have had energy darshan from a person who is consciously sleeping. Understand? If you had experience of conscious sleeping, you can be sure you had darshan energy from person who is sleeping consciously. If you had experience of sleeping consciousness, be sure you had the darshan energy from person who is consciously sleeping. Means you are master is the right person and you are having the right experience. And same way, if it is just from some psychic person or black magic person, that kind of people, your night sleep will be very tense, loaded, heavy. Morning you will feel as if your whole body is beaten. Your whole body is beaten. Please understand. I am not saying a normal body pain. If you work out too much, you will have body pain. You do too much yoga, you will have body pain. That is different. This pain will be completely different. As if you never slept, you will feel a deep dissatisfaction that you never slept. Something is going on. You are uncomfortable, settled. It means your master is neither spiritual nor you are having spiritual experience. These are some of the clear scales. Not only that. When you have energy darshan, energy transmission, diksha, your waking consciousness should be awakened. Means when you morning wake up and see, whole thing should look more deeper. Green should look more greener. Rose should look more rosy. And color should look very deep. Things should appear very pure, as if completely washed, fresh. If you are experiencing the conscious waking, you have received darshan from person who is waking consciousness. If you are experiencing waking consciousness, you receive darshan from person who is in conscious waking state. This understanding about each state will give you the clarity about the master and the path you are traveling. Are you growing? Are you progressing? You will understand that. The next is the conscious dreaming and dreaming consciousness. If you had an energy darshan in the night, even if you have one or two dreams, you will be just aware that dreams are moving like a clean conscious light. The dreams are moving like a line, like a picture. How in the screen, the projector, scenes are moving. Like that in the screen of your consciousness, this will be moving. If you are clear how that moves in your inner space, you are conscious, you are dreaming. That state, if you go through, be very clear. If you are consciously dreaming, you can be sure you receive darshan from a person who is dreaming consciously. If you are consciously dreaming, you receive darshan from a person who is consciously dreaming. Sleeping consciousness, I will explain. Early morning, you will not have tiredness, alive, fresh. And this awareness consciousness, just for no reason, you will be sitting in his presence. You will have pure awareness consciously. You know you are in pure awareness. You are in pure awareness. are in conscious awareness. So, this is what I call Upanishad, the experience of Upanishad. Of course, finally the consciousness merging with him, becoming one. That state has neither definition nor scale or anything. That state of consciousness can never be explained. It is just, that's all. Now, understanding about the states will give you the scale to work with yourself and work with the master. With this scale, measure every day what is happening in you. Then you will be able to very clearly feel which direction you are going. Are you in the right direction? Are you with the right person? Because before starting your work, you need to know, are you in the right direction? Are you with the right person? After that, forget about everything. Just flow with it. Flow with the energy. Now, you have a scale. Maybe in the continuing tomorrow and day after tomorrow sessions, I'll give you more techniques on about each state and methods to encourage the states to be encouraged, discourage the states to be discouraged, experience the stages to be experienced. And bless you all. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express and radiate the eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.
All that I taste, all that I smell, I offer to you, Swami Nityananda. All that I see, all that I hear, I offer to you, Swami Nityananda. Like this dance, and this song, and this joy, I surrender to you. All that I feel, all that I am, I offer to you, Swami Nityananda. Puragaram, Karunavataram, Samsara Saram, Bhujagendraharam, Sada Vasantam, Hridayarvinde, Bhavam Bhavani, Sahitam Namami. All of my dreams,
सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's subject for satsang: awaken your kundalini. As you are all aware, I'm talking about different states of consciousness in the Siddha tradition. Awakening your Kundalini Shakti. Again, the problem is there are some subjects in which I can only do, then talk. Kundalini is your inner potential energy, which can be awakened by raising the state of consciousness. When you raise your state of consciousness by the right ideas, I can give you a simple technique, just witnessing whatever state you are in. Whether you are in waking, dreaming, dreaming, waking, waking, sleeping, sleeping, waking, awareness, consciousness, conscious awareness, or waking, dreaming, waking, sleeping, waking, waking, or dreaming, dreaming, dreaming.
लोकनाथ स्थित काशो भगवान कलिकल्मषम जय परमहंस श्री श्री नित्यानंद स्वामी की जय.
ब्रह्ममुरारिसुरार्चितलिङ्गं निर्मलभाषितशोभितलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि नित्यानन्दलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि नित्यानन्दलिङ्गं ब्रह्ममुरारिसुरार्चितलिङ्गं निर्मलभाषितशोभितलिङ्गं जन्मजदुःखविनाशकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि नित्यानन्दलिङ्गम्. देवमुनिप्रवरार्चितलिङ्गं कामदगं करुणाकरलिङ्गं रावणदर्पविनाशनलिङ्गं रावणदर्पविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि नित्यानन्दलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि नित्यानन्दलिङ्गं देवमुनिप्रवरार्चितलिङ्गं कामदगं करुणाकरलिङ्गं रावणदर्पविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि नित्यानन्दलिङ्गम्. सर्वसुगन्धिसुलेपितलिङ्गं बुद्धिविवर्धनकारणलिङ्गं सिद्धसुरासुरवन्दितलिङ्गं सिद्धसुरासुरवन्दितलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि नित्यानन्दलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि नित्यानन्दलिङ्गं सर्वसुगन्धिसुलेपितलिङ्गं बुद्धिविवर्धनकारणलिङ्गं सिद्धसुरा.
Awareness, sleeping. Awareness, awareness. And awareness, consciousness. Then comes conscious waking, conscious dreaming, conscious sleeping, conscious awareness, and conscious consciousness. Actually, if you understand this one table, you can become enlightened now. Actually, if you don't become enlightened, actually, this table and all is almost like a threat. Better get enlightened, otherwise you need to understand all this. Wakeful waking. I have explained technically all these states very clearly already in the last few sessions. I'll just give a brief definition, that's all. Practically the very names defines, that is the way I have given the titles. I have simplified. The very name itself will explain the state of consciousness, state of awareness. If you go through the earlier satsangs once more, you will have the complete definition about each state. Now I am going to only spend time only in describing the states which should be encouraged and states which should be discouraged in you. Then I'll explain in the next sessions techniques to increase the states which needs to be increased and encouraged, techniques to decrease the states which needs to be decreased and discouraged. The states which I am marking with green are supposed to be encouraged. The waking, dream waking, the sleep waking, awareness waking, conscious waking, these all can be encouraged. And waking, dreaming, dreaming, these are supposed to be discouraged. Actually, only 6 stages are supposed to be discouraged in 25 stages. But unfortunately, a normal human being spends 90% of his time only in these 6 stages. You have 25 options. You have 25 shops to go. In the 25, 6 should be discouraged. Other than 6, all 19 can be encouraged. So, today I will speak on the stages of consciousness which needs to be discouraged, which needs to be avoided. Tomorrow I will speak on which needs to be encouraged. Then I will give you the techniques and process. Waking, dreaming, in which most of the people are usually when the discourses and sessions are conducted. Now really, human beings, modern day human beings have lost the ability to sit and be. Please understand. Waking, dreaming, which makes you, actually, what you eat, you become that. Same way, whatever you take in, that becomes you. In Indian system, Vedic Gurukul system, we had a very dynamic way of teaching. All the teachings were live, practice-based, very less theory. 10 minutes a master gives a concept, immediately you will start practicing it. Laboratory and theory classes were not 2 places. Stop the system where the laboratory and theory classes are 2 different places. No. If it is 2 different places, the teacher and students both will have boredom or tiredness. Oh, I have to go from here to there and learn. No. It should be both in one same hall. Whole thing should be experience-based, practical-based, practice-based. I can tell you from my own experience, I have studied this diploma mechanical engineering. The study was done in such a way. Anyhow, after that I left and became took up my mission of wandering, meditating, practicing enlightenment and all that. After 7 years, one devotee took me to his workshop for blessing. I went to his factory. The moment I entered the factory, they showed me a machine. Suddenly, oh God, somewhere I have seen this machine. I asked the name of the machine. They said it's called lathe, Swamiji. I said, oh God, I worked with this machine for 3 years. The mechanical engineering, at least 2 full years. second year and third year. First time in 7 years I am remembering that name. In that 7 years in my mind, that name did not even cross once. And my brain is such that anything put inside always is kept alive. Even my brain could not remember. For 7 years, just the word of the name of the machine in which I was working for 2 years, then what kind of interest has been created about that machine in me? What kind of knowledge has been given to me about that machine? What kind of utility value I have? What an idea I will be having about that machine. Teaching system of practical and theoretical 19 we will study in the next session. I bless you all to achieve, experience, live, express and radiate the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you.
All that I taste, all that I smell, I offer to you, Swami Nityananda. All that I see, all that I hear, I offer to you, Swami Nityananda. Like this dance, and this song, and this joy, I surrender to you. All that I feel, all that I am, I offer to you, Swami Nityananda. Puragaram, Karunavataram, Samsara Saram, Bhujagendraharam, Sada Vasantam, Hridayarvinde, Bhavam Bhavani, Sahitam Namami. All of my dreams,
Sadashiva-samarambha Shankaracharya-madhyama Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's subject for satsang is alter your state of consciousness. As you may be all aware, I am continuing on Siddha tradition, consciousness series. Alter your state of consciousness. Till yesterday I explained all the different 4 states of consciousness happening inside different 4 states of consciousness. Waking, dreaming, sleeping, awareness and consciousness. These are 5 states. In the first 4, there are internal 4 states happening. So we studied about all the internal changes in the first 4 states. Today I'll express few words on altering the state of consciousness. Why? Why do we need to alter? Why not just let go? Ultimately, if you let go whatever is happening, you don't need to alter, you will be in pure consciousness, the highest consciousness. Because constantly you alter the highest possibility and put yourself into the lower levels, ordinary consciousness, I need to help you to raise yourself back again and again to the highest state of consciousness. Alter the state of consciousness. Just to alter your physical, mental, social and spiritual understandings. Right eternal understandings about the world, God, society, nature and yourself. Please understand the self, humanity, human society, world means the nature, and God, the ultimate. Right understanding about all these four, Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat and society. Jiva means individual self, Ishvara means God, Jagat means the world and human society. Right understanding about these four avoids, takes away all kinds of sufferings. You will know in which line you need to work. Yesterday somebody came to me in the Sarvadarshan saying that in my house some bhuta, ghost is there, it is dropping sand, small stones in the house. I just looked into him and I saw there is no negative energy and there is no negative energy in the house also. Then I asked him only 2-3 questions. Is your house made out of the tiles, the village tiles, tiled roof and mud walls? He said yes. Do you have any stone quarry, blasting quarry around your area? He said yes. That is the ghost. Go and stop that. Understand? When there is a bomb blast happening, the quarry blast happening continuously, and the house is made out of sand and ordinary stone tiles, naturally a small drops will fall. I said, there is no ghost in your house. See, the right understanding, if he is thinking it is a ghost and constantly going around to all the people who work with ghosts and drive ghosts, all kinds of black magic practices, he will only be wasting money. Instead, he can get 2 masons and plaster that wall. Job is done. So the right understanding, where the problem is, happens to you when you have right understanding about all the 4. See, attend the problems related to spiritual things spiritually. Attend the problems related to social things socially. Attend the problems related to things related to legal, legally. Attend the problems related to money, economically. Don't mix. One of our major problem is we go on mixing simple problems of the outer world. We mix it and start looking through the magnifying glass along with our spiritual problem and make the whole thing as a spiritual problem. Actually, it is nothing more than hiring 2 masons and plastering the wall. And that poor guy, he went, I told him, go and do that. He was shocked. He said, yes, now I understand. I said, collect all the stones and mud, sand falls in your house and see, it is the same quality of the roof and the wall. He said, yes, Swamiji, now I remember. That's all. So the whole bhuta is reduced to just non-plastering of the wall. And the blast which is going on in the quarry. So it is simple problem. Having right understanding about these four different components, understanding about the self, understanding about the world, understanding about the humanity, understanding about the God. I tell you many times, your simple problem of having low mood for no reason, it is because of you don't have right understanding about the self. But unfortunately, you are not able to understand that problem is internal, and you start connecting all kinds of reason from external world and confuse it, miss it, and trapped into bigger and deeper problems. I'm telling you. When you have a low mood for no reason, understand it is the quality nature of me. I do not need to, will not give any reason. I will not associate any reason with that low mood. All we need to do is go through that low mood with acceptance mood so that it becomes peace, silence in you. Know how to play with different states of consciousness and awareness you experience. Know how to live with different modes and operations happening in you. Know the truth so that you handle it properly, rightly, with right understanding. Altering the state of consciousness helps you to find right problem and right solution. Not finding the right problem is the major problem. If you have something, some attack done externally, don't blame yourself internally. Oh, I have this kind of a mental setup, body, that is why this problem. No. The moment you start blaming your body and mind, you are already divided. When you have the external attack, stand together. That is not the time to judge yourself. No guilt, no depression, no low mood. Finish that outside problem. Then sit and judge, analyze to improve yourself so that you don't get into the same problem again. So standing together during the external crisis will happen to you only when you have the right internal understanding. When you have a disease, if you start criticizing yourself, because of this mental setup only I am having this disease, no, that is not going to work. Fight with the disease and see that you don't create that once more. Alter the mental state just for that, but no time to judge, no time to suffer with guilt. So altering the states of consciousness will make you understand right problem and will give you clarity about right solution. That is the main purpose of altering the state of consciousness, so that you understand the spiritual problems spiritually, social problems socially, economical problems economically, and physical problems physically. Today carry only this one understanding. Altering the state of consciousness helps you to find the right problem and right solution. So you are inspired to alter the state of consciousness. It can be done simply just by an understandings. When you have a different moods, bring right understandings. Money, please understand. There are three ways to alter money, right understanding. If you store it inside, always you can just take it out and use it. Understand, the right understanding, money is the first step to alter the state of consciousness, have right understandings about the states of consciousness and bring it up whenever you need and raise the state of consciousness. Today, carry only this one understanding, contemplate on it. I'll elaborate on different states in the coming sessions. I bless you all. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, and radiate the eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.
All that I taste, all that I smell, I offer to you, Swami Nityananda. All that I see, all that I hear, I offer to you, Swami Nityananda. Like this dance, and this song, and this joy, I surrender to you. All that I feel, all that I am, I offer to you, Swami Nityananda. Puragaram, Karunavataram, Samsara Saram, Bhujagendraharam, Sada Vasantam, Hridayarvinde, Bhavam Bhavani, Sahitam Namami. All of my dreams,
Arambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's subject for satsang is Turiya, the fourth state of consciousness. Dreaming, deep sleep. Fourth means the state of awareness. Fifth, Turyadita, state of consciousness. Because due to lack of words, I myself coin a new word, gift it to the world. Fourth state, Turiya, I translate as awareness. Fifth state, Turyadita, I translate as consciousness. Please understand, in these 5 states, only the last 2 states are directly life-based. All other 3 states are dilutions of life. For example, waking state is the diluted version of life. Of course, dream state is completely opposite to life. And the deep sleep also, again, completely away from life. Deep sleep is away from life, dream is opposite to life. Understand the difference. So the fourth state, awareness, fifth state, consciousness, these 2 are life-based states. All other states are diluted, away and opposite to the life. Dream is completely opposite to life. I have a story about dream. After she woke up, a woman told her husband, I had a dream that you gave me the most beautiful diamond necklace. What do you think it means? Husband said with a big smile, wow, you will know it tonight. That night, the man came home with a small package and gave it to his wife, delighted, surprised, with a great excitement. She opened it to find a book titled The Meaning of Dreams. Dream is opposite to life. Sleep is away from life. Today we will enter and work on the state of awareness, the fourth state, Turiya. Let's understand the various expressions, the dimensions of Turiya. The first state in the Turiya. Turiya is classified into 4. The first state is Turiya Jakrat, means awareness waking state. The definition is, in the state of Turiya, the activity of creation or appearance of the world that happens in waking state happens. Wow. In awareness state, this world also will be seen. You will be able to have both. You will be pure awareness and you will be able to see. Exactly the state in which the Divya Sariris were yesterday. See, if you have seen the energization, observed, you would have seen those Divya Sariris, people who are sitting next to me, to take care of you, you all. They will be shaking their bodies so wildly, uncontrollably. But when I gave the needle and thread, they just put the thread into the needle without even thinking twice. The brahmachari who put the thread into the needle, he has a power of 6.5. Without power, he can't even recognize me. Without glass, he can't even recognize me. Straight away he asked me, should I wear the glass? I said, no, do it. Straight away put the thread into the needle. Means, understand, it's not that they are not under their control. They are completely under their control. But what they feel as they center. Please understand, in normal time, what they feel as they is the body. Now, when they are in the Divya Sarira energy field, the Turiya Jakrat, awareness waking state, the body becomes not what they feel as they, it becomes center of what they feel as they. Understand? There's a big difference. What they feel as they becomes more than the body. So body just becomes a center. That is why it just caught in the wave of bliss. The difference between Divya Sariri and hypnotism is too big. Understand? 3 difference. 1, Divya Sariris are in bliss. Ask them how it feels. They say the whole area is just filled with honey, sweet Swamiji. Taste. Understand, only you are given honey, they are not given honey. Of course, they are not physically given, but the energy makes them experience the honey. They are not given any honey, but they feel such an intense sweetness and no thought. Third, tremendous awareness. They are able to put just without, see, one side the whole body rotates, rolls on the ground. I really felt when I build this stage will be sufficient. Actually, that is the reason I gave this cut. This cut is specially gave for the Divya Sariris. But yesterday I saw I have to make the whole hall as a stage. This is what I have heard. Rolling on the ground and crying. When some relatives, close friends die, people roll on the ground and cry. And same way I have heard in the history of Chaitanya, story of Chaitanya, people roll on the ground in ecstasy. I have heard even in Ramakrishna's life, when they get into that ecstasy, they roll on the ground. Now I am seeing not one or two, just hundreds rolling. Their whole body is rolling in that ecstasy, but the tremendous awareness, they just hold the needle, put the thread. That's the scale. That's the scale to measure. That is why I gave yesterday the needle and thread. If you have seen some 3-4 brahmacharis, I said, come on, put the thread into the needle. Not single guy tried second time. The first time itself they put. Turiya Jakrat. They are in high awareness. The expanded consciousness. That is why so much of joy and ecstasy. Chaitanya sings very beautifully. When people experience this ecstasy, only then they are ready for sannyas. Means without anything from outside, they can constantly be in the joy and ecstasy. Just the remembrance. You can see even now. Just the remembrance is enough in them. The energy is lifted. All the 5 senses reaches its peak excitement. Smarana matra. Just by the remembrance, if your senses reaches its peak, there is no marana. You don't have death. Smarana matra, just by the remembrance of the Master or God, if your senses all reaches its peak ecstasy, there is no marana, there is no death. Aware waking state. This is not hypnotism, understand? Hypnotism is putting them into the dullness. Here, putting them into awareness, consciousness, high state. If somebody is hypnotized continuously again and again, he will not be able to grow spiritually, and he will not be able to maintain his personal life pure, intelligent, understanding. But if they are put into high consciousness again and again, they will become more aware, intelligent and experienced and joyful, spiritual, more centered. A hypnotized person can never put a thread into needle so easily. Either he has to be completely out of the state and put it, or he can't. Maybe sometime as an instruction of the hypnotism, in the hypnotist mood they will be able to do, not as a free will. Here these guys are in that state exact, in the high ecstasy, they just put the thread. Then again, they are there. There is no, not even again. They are there in that same state, and with awareness they are able to do anything and express. The aware, wakeful state. They are in the state of awareness, high, intense awareness. But the created, the creation, the world, appearance of the world happens to them. They will be able to see it. The next state, aware dreaming, turiya swapna, aware dreaming. In the state of awareness, the appearance or the creation of the world may not appear. Understand? Aware dreaming state. In this state, sometime this world may appear, but not like a world. Suddenly it will disappear, and suddenly again it will appear. You will see very clearly it is melting down. It just like a wave happens and disappears. Melting down. Please understand, I was taking few minutes to translate exactly what I was feeling just now. Because just now I went into the state and came out. You can say, not even came out, trying to translate that into the word. How it feels, it feels like a whole thing is made out of a kind of a wax. And the consciousness which sees that wax is a sun. If there is a little cloud, the wax is not melting, it is seen. If the cloud moves a little bit, that wax is melting and just becoming one and the same. If there is a cloud, I can see individual, separate with a clear boundary, sitting. If the cloud moves little bit, immediately I can say that boundaries are all merging and everything is melting. I don't know how you will understand. All right. Let it be on record. Later on, maybe in the future, people may be able to understand. This is what exactly I felt just now. And I don't know how to comment on it. I only translated and verbalized it. Turiya sushupti, awareful sleeping. Awareful sleeping, oh God. State of no thoughts in the awareness state. Sometime during unclutching you experience this. In Anandaganda you experience this. No thought, completely no thought. You are there. Just like that. The very identity about you disappears. The very idea about you disappears. Whether you are a body, or a mind, or a male, or a female. The very idea about you disappears. The very idea about you itself is an idea. Understand? The very idea you carry about you is one more idea. So when that melts down and disappears, when that is not there at all, the state you experience is Turiya Sushutti. Awareness, sleeping. Actually, after this state, no return. This is the state of non-return zone. Once you experience this state, you don't come back to normal state. Then never ever the ignorance can engulf you. Never ever it can catch you anymore. This is one of the highest zones. But still there are some highest zones. This is one of the highest zones. Only if you unclutch, you will be able to experience this state of awareness, sleeping. The next, turiya, awareness, awareful. Awareful, awareness. That expansive cosmic consciousness, realizing its innate nature, remains as I am that. The expansive cosmic consciousness, realizing the expansive cosmic consciousness and its innate nature and being me as it is. I can say, this is what I call living enlightenment. Realizing that expansive consciousness, cosmic consciousness is me, we, and being in that state. So today, let you have the technical knowledge about these 4 states of fourth state, 4 states of awareness. Then I'll continue to explain techniques, herbs, right understanding to awaken the right states in your system in next sessions. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express and radiate the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you.
All that I taste, all that I smell, I offer to you, Swami Nityananda. All that I see, all that I hear, I offer to you, Swami Nityananda. Like this dance, and this song, and this joy, I surrender to you. All that I feel, all that I am, I offer to you, Swami Nityananda. Puragaram, Karunavataram, Samsara Saram, Bhujagendaharam, Sada Vasantam, Hridayarvinde, Bhavam Bhavani, Sahitam Namami. All of my dreams,
I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today's satsang subject is sleeping your way to enlightenment. As you are all aware, we are continuing on Siddha tradition. The Siddha tradition series, the states of consciousness. Today we will understand the different states of sleep state, the internal different states in sleep state. First, in the deep sleep state, the first state is, see, we are analyzing and understanding the various states in sleep state. In the deep sleep, in the sleep, how you go through various ups and downs and various states. Understanding and experiencing and having clarity about those states will really liberate you and help you towards enlightenment. Another important thing, you don't need to waste much of your waking time to work for enlightenment. Just your sleeping time can be used for enlightenment, and waking time you can use it to create the outer world. Whatever world you are in, you can achieve great things in that world. The waking state, you are in this world, so spend time for this. The deep sleep state, you are in different world, use that time for enlightenment. After all, anything you achieve in the sleep state is not going to be, any outer world things which you try to achieve in the sleep state is impossible. So let us use that state to become enlightened. Sleeping your way to enlightenment will really make your enlightenment quick, fast, and of course easy. So the first step, the first understanding, sleepful waking, sushupti jakra, sushupti jakrat, sleepful waking state. I'll give you the exact original definition of the sleepful waking state in Tamil first. I'll exactly give you the definition from that Siddha tradition. உறங்கி எழுந்த பிறகு அந்த உறக்கத்தின் சுகம் முதலான தன்மைகள் இவ்விதமென பிறருக்கு எடுத்துரைக்கும் நிலை. After you wake up from sleep, the state of explaining the pleasure and qualities and nature of sleep to others after waking from sleep. After waking up from sleep, if you are able to powerful experience, powerful state. The sleepful waking state is responsible for the rejuvenation of your body, rebuilding of your muscles. If you have this state, physically your muscles will be every day rejuvenated. I tell you. This state will avoid aging of that day. One night if you spend in sleepful waking state, that day will not make you age. So how many nights you spend in sleepful waking state, that many days you don't need to bother about aging. Your organs will not age. In same way, if you had an intense experience of energization, at least 1 full year, your organs does not age. And if you have been a Divya Sariri, means the people who are sitting around me during the energization, helping, guiding all the participants to receive energization, those people are only called as Divya Sariris. Or I can say they are getting trained to become Divya Sariris. Means It's like when a sun is shining, if you keep 10 mirror, all the 10 are properly focused on sun, towards sun. That whole area, the area between the 10 mirror will shine, not only because of sun, the 10 reflections. So these Divya Sariris are like a mirror, they act like a mirror, so that the whole area intensely radiates energy. That is why people who come to have energy darshan, they literally enter my own physical body. Please understand, it's like me having an extended huge physical body. In that very intense energy field, they enter and have the energy darshan and go. If you have been a Divya Sariri, I can say at least, especially with the experience, intensely working on the body, not only you don't age, you grow younger. The growing younger happens when you become Divya Sariri. And the grace, joy, beauty starts radiating when you are Divya Sariri. Next state, Sushupti Swapna, sleepful dreaming state. The definition, உறங்கி எழுந்த பிறகு அந்த உறக்கத்தின் தன்மை இன்னதென தோன்றியும் தோன்றாமலும் இருக்கும் ஐயுறவு நிலை. A doubtful state about determining the nature and qualities of sleep after you wake up. After you wake up, if you are not able to be clearly determining, if you are doubtful, that state, that nature, you are not able to tell very clearly the nature and qualities of sleep. That state is what we call sleepful dreaming. Sushupti Swapna. You will wake up, but you will not be able to tell exactly what has happened, how you felt, what was happening in that sleeping state. You will not be able to define, you will not be able to make a clear understanding inside you. You will not be able to verbalize it properly outside you. That is what is this state, the sleepful dreaming state. Or just to escape from this state. But unfortunately, sleeping pills will not be able to give you permanent solution. It can give you solution for 1 or 2 days, not more than that. Stressed people go through this state. I can say this state is what I call hell. People ask me, Swamiji, yesterday somebody asked me in the energy session, Swamiji, so much they abused you and disturbed you. Why don't you curse them and put them in hell? I tell them, I don't need to curse. I don't need to curse. A small story. One cunning, crooked thief was sitting on a tree. And that way one sadhu was going, very quiet way, he was just walking. This fellow could not keep quiet, this thief. He threw a stone on that sadhu. That sadhu just looked up. By his nature, he is such a soft, happy, graceful person. He just looked up, looked at the thief, and he felt maybe that fellow is mentally sick or mentally having some pains and agony, that is why he is throwing stones at everybody. So he raised his hand and said, let you be blessed, let you be healed, so that you will not do this kind of bad things. He thought mentally and just blessed and went away. This thief thought, oh God, if you throw stones at people, I think in this area people bless you. He mistook. The funny thing is, next one king came on the same route. This fool, with his same understanding, he threw a stone on king also. What would have happened? Just king cut his head, that's all. Cut the thief's head. So understand, see, what that sadhu had, he gave back. He had only blessings and healing. He gave that back. He gave that. What the thief had, he gave that. What the thief had a cunning, arrogance, violent nature, he threw stone. That sadhu had silent, beautiful, blissful, happy, healing mood, so he healed. But the thief's nature is not going to keep quiet. So naturally, he will attract what he wants, what he is worthy of. So naturally, he will go around, throw stones continuously, and he will attract his own destruction. We don't need to curse. We don't need to do anything. So understand, that's the answer yesterday I gave in a very short way. So the people who harass, abuse, disturb others, who carry so much vengeance, stress inside them, will every day suffer with this state of sushutti swapna, means sleepful dreaming. That is what is hell actually. That is hell. It will be so stressful, so tiring. They will quickly age. The aging will be very quick. All their organs will become tired. Muscles will lose power. Muscles will lose strength. And their whole senses will lose its power. And naturally, getting more and more into the worst hell. Disturbed health, disease, mental disorder, all this will start happening in them. Anyhow, the next is sleepful sleeping. Sushutti sushutti. Sushupta sushutti. Sleepful sleeping. உறங்கி எழுந்த பிறகு உறக்கத்தின் சுகம் முற்றிலும் மறந்து போய்விடும் நிலை. The state in which the nature and pleasure of sleep is totally forgotten after waking. After waking, completely what has happened in the sleep state is forgotten. See, if you remember completely, it is sleepful waking. If you remember bit and doubtful, not clear about the sleeping state, it is sleepful dreaming. If you are completely forgotten, it is sleepful sleep. Sleepful sleep is okay. I can say it is neither wrong nor right. It is like a stay order, stagnant. Okay, that's all. Neither you need to encourage nor you need to discourage. This is what is actually induced by sleeping pill. The earlier state is a disorder. When you add sleeping pills, this is the state you will experience, but it's not a permanent solution. Next is Sushupta Turiya. Sleepful fourth state. This is the state exactly people who have been a Divya Shariri yesterday will be experiencing, yesterday whole night. That is still I can say that hangover is there. Sushupta Turiya, sleepful fourth state. உறங்கி எழுந்த பிறகு உறக்கத்தின் தன்மை அஞ்ஞான விஷயமென்றும் அதற்கு சாட்சியான ஆத்மாவே சத்தியமென்றும் தெரிந்து கொள்ளும் நிலை. State of understanding the nature of sleep is ignorance. After waking from sleep and realizing that the Atman is the truth. Please understand. Sometime when you wake up early morning, you know thoroughly. Whole night you were aware. You are not tired. There was no thoughts. There is no tiredness. But you are aware. You have not slept at all. Whole night you know you are awake. This is the state, sleepful fourth state. If you are in energy field and go and sleep, you will be in this state only. Early morning when you wake up, three things. One, no body pain, fresh, alive you will feel. Second, no thoughts about the sleep. You wouldn't have had any thought. Third, you wouldn't have slept. It's like a fully awake. Fully you have been awake. If these three, if you feel morning, you have been in the state of sleepful fourth state. How many of you feel these three today morning? Then those of you have been in that sleepful fourth state. No body pain, no thoughts or dreams in the sleep. Third, you just know you have been awake whole night. Sleepful fourth state. This is the state. If you have been in this state, not only you will not be aging, you will be anti-aging. You will be growing younger. Please understand. Sleepful waking will stop aging. Sleepful dreaming will make you quickly age. If you have spent one day chronologically, 3-4 days of effect will be there on your organs. Quickly aging. Sleepful sleeping will neither age nor anti-age. It will just be like a regular flow. If you passed one day, you passed one day, that's all. In the sleepful fourth state, not only you will not be aging, you will be anti-aging, growing younger. This is what the Siddhas call Tungamar Tungi Chugam Beruvadekkalam. Sleeping without sleeping and having the pleasure when it will happen to me, O Lord. The understanding, technical knowledge about this four state is enough for now. After I finish tomorrow, the next 4 states of Turiya, 4 states of fourth state, I'll give you techniques, specific techniques, methods to work on each state. If it needs to be increased, increasing. If it needs to be decreased, decreasing. If it needs to be just neglected, neglecting. I'll give you techniques, understanding, techniques.